This guy's so done, guys. Say hello to Edward So Done. He's gonna be dead. This is insanity. This is actual insanity. Turn 3, 2 Wingnuts. Turn 3. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today I'm really pumped to show you this deck. It is the mid Solar Flare deck. So if you know anything about like my mid Rose decks that sort of run a little bit of early game, a lot of 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. So you're really just controlling the first couple of turns and then getting really heavy tempo. That's what I call mid decks, where the heavy tempo really starts turns 3, 4, 5. And like that. Now, the cool thing about decks like this is that you really want your early game cards to be very good also when you get them in the late game. A perfect example of that is Apple Saucer. The card that I feel like we might unleash the power of in this deck more than any other deck competitively is Reincarnation. I'm so used to running this in just, you know, meme decks, you know, RNG decks, but this, I've always just had in my mind that there could be a really competitive use for this. Because it does counter things on turn 1. It gives you the answer to really problematic 1-drops like Cheese Cutter and stuff like that. While it also, then, it's not a liability to get in the late game, because this really, whatever it turns into, it's a little bit unreliable and random, but really almost any card, if you add 1/1 to it in this game, is going to be overpowered for its cost. So this is sometimes can really give you a lot of value just on any turn after turn 1. So it has that double use. You don't need a lot of 1-drops since you have Sunburn and Weed Whack. So half of your superpowers are anyway going to fill that 1 slot. And again, it really just increases the overall quality of cards in our deck as time goes by. The Fireweed, I decided to pull 2 Apple Saucers for 2 Fireweeds, just so we have an answer to an environment, a little bit more of a versatile card. They're pretty similar though in their stats. Running Berry Blast instead of Banana Launcher, I was thinking, but again, Banana Launcher, if you draw that on turn 5, it's not very good. You really need to get it on turns 2 or 3 or something like that. Berry Blast, drawing it late in the game is perfect. It can sometimes be the best thing you draw. Now, another card I'm really excited to use is the Imitater. Not only do we have a lot of really good, I mean, running a lot of good late game cards like 4, 5, and 6, so this will have a lot of opportunities. Just playing this on turn 3, blocking some damage, it has 4 health, usually doesn't die, and then turning into a Wingnut, or playing this on 4, and turning it, even you can turn this into Raptors, which is again another really good mid-range card. The catch-up mechanic gives you so much value for a 3-drop card. You can even imitate another 3-drop. You can even imitate an Apple Saucer in the late game if it has strike through, if you're making the 6 or more and have 2 strike through minions on the field. You're going to be relying on your strike through minions. The chat, I was on the fence about Threaded Chomper or Kernel Corn. We're going to keep an eye on this. I think this will be good. It's better than Cob Cannon since we're not really running any team-ups. Otherwise, Cob Cannon, I don't want to start cutting out cards and putting in like just little buddies and stuff like that, just because I really want every card when you draw it that it's going to be a really huge punch. Now, a really interesting card, running, again, really solid 5s. These are the 5s I use, the Astracato and the Allosaurus. Very high value cards. This also will give you little pit. This will heal all of your cards to full health. The weird card I'm running is Gloomshroom. The problem I had was that this deck really does not utilize the Morse Spore at all. This just becomes a completely dead. And again, the superpowers are very underrated. 1/4 of your superpowers being completely useless. I really didn't like that. I was thinking of running 2 Elderberries, but I just feel like that's going to be a liability. There's just not a whole lot of things to put Elderberry on. You're going to end up with an Elderberry and really know where to put it. You know, because most of the cards are anyway have a lot of pretty high value, except for maybe like, you know, you can put it on one of the Velociraptor Hunters. But anyway, instead of that, I decided to run 2 Gloomshrooms. Now, this can be played as a 5-cost 5/5 Bullseye, which is a high value card, especially if you're imitating it. But this really kind of fills in as 6. On turn 6, you can play more Spore, and then play Gloomshroom on top of that. So it just makes those more Spores not completely useless. The 3-to Chomper, again, just playing this next tier minion just opens up a whole nother problem. Like, they're trying to deal with 1 minion, and now you just have another threat that is just can sometimes get a lot of value if it's not answered the turn that it's played. It's really playing a lot of cards like that. Wingnut also just a really high stat card. That's why I'm really running in this deck, besides for also countering all the frenzies and bonus attacks that you see on the zombie side. I'm really, really excited about this deck. Hope you guys enjoy. I think this is going to be highly competitive. And I'm really excited specifically for the Reincarnation to see that card shine. I think this is the absolute perfect, because really, like, you need Reincarnation, a Kabloom deck that really relies on the mid game, and it's not like this Pine Clone thing. Like, this could really just end up being the perfect Reincarnation. I'm also really excited about the Imitater. We're going to keep an eye on the Imitators, if 4 maybe is too much, also on the Chompers. I'll keep an eye on everything, and maybe I'll make some adjustments as we go by. I'm stoked. I'm stoked. I think this 2 is going to be better than this one. Let's look for like a 4. That is a curve, man. Just in case he plays Black Hole, I'll just stick this on it. We even have more Spore for the turn 6 play. Alright, we're doing bets. That's why you've all come here that's why we've gathered here today. Do you think this deck will go? We're going to do normal bets. 8 and 2 or higher is a yes. 7 and 3 and lower is a no. Over here on the live stream, twitch.tv/FryMup. We're having a good time here, you guys. Y'all guys. So if this is a sumo, this is good. If it's Drone Engineer, Teleportation Zombie, this really just controls anything that he plays here. So sumo, it's like I'm just gonna just shat an environment here and then move out of the way. So we get a 3-2, which is better than his card. And his card is also slowly dying, so that's amazing. We have 3, 4, oh my gosh, 5, 6. Look at this. This is gonna happen a lot, by the way. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped for this, man. Do we play around Leap? I really want to play. The question is where. If he has a Leap in his hands, Hardy Treat will kill it here. He didn't even go after this. Why not? He must be going for... Well, no, it's a sports deck. He's probably not running Leap. What is he going for here? I don't think he's going to be able to add 2 attacks, so let's go with the one that it actually makes a good trade here. Let's see what happens. Maybe just like escape through time. I'm probably way overthinking this. I'm just... I'm being a little bit sweaty today because I feel like this is a really competitive deck and I really want to do well. Wow. So this makes a good trade. This just dies for free next turn. That's fine. We still have the 2-cost 3/2 on the field, which is such good stats. I mean, that's perfect stats here, especially against Rust Bowl. It can't really deal 2 damage very easily. And now we're doing this play. Is Catch a Mechanic even better, though? So Catch a Mechanic is going to be a 4/4. So do we want 2 3/7s, or do we want 2 4/4s and also heal our face to, like, the Ice Age? This is a really, really tempting Catch a Mechanic. I think this is better. Oh, wee! Choosing catch our 3-drop over our 4-drop. Either, I mean, look, this would have been just fine, so. Maybe just to play on curve, this is better. I don't know. I like it. Escape through time. That's alright, though. This is a 4-3 here, man. Oh, we're getting it done. I'm really excited for the Gloomshroom play on 6. We have one now. Gosh. This is so great. Her brains. Bruh. Brains? More like bruh. Okay, so this results in sort of a field reset. Had we played Wingnut, I think we would well, no, this would still trade. This would still live for another turn, perhaps. Do we play Wingnut, or do we play... No, well, this will grow, so we have to do this one. Alright. I feel like 3-headed Chomper is gonna do really well against this guy who's just playing a sports deck where he's just spamming dry minions a lot. That's the best case scenario for 3-headed Chomper, because it just automatically gets value. It can't answer for like 1, but... See us chop. Oh. Maybe Wingnut was better. We also healed for like 6 there, which is like, I feel like in the late game we're gonna be fine. He's probably gonna move this in here, so I'm gonna actually make a play. It's gonna be 3-headed Chomper here, just so he doesn't get value from this environment and kill the Gloomshroom for free. Got him. Get wrecked. And now moving this actually gets so much value now, because moving the Gloomshroom into another lane makes 5 bullseye. You can't even afford that. That's fine. Totally fine. We still have the Gloomshroom play. Okay. Hardly does anything to this though. Still 3 proccing the bluff. Oh, we're in good shape. It's a pretty good escape through time, but deserves a 3-4, I suppose. Draws a card. My full-time streamer, yes. YouTube and Twitch. It's full-time job. What the heck? Is there a way to get lethal here? This does 6. Probably just 3-headed Chomper and call it a night. You think he has Chop? He used Super. He has one other superpower. Maybe this is better. Am I nuts not to play this right now? He doesn't have enough. He didn't play heal or anything like that. I think he has Chop. I gotta play around Chop, right? This does 6 instead of... Well, it does the same amount of damage too. This is fine. Our predictions over? 69% said yes for this deck. Let's go. Yeah, since it costs 3, we're not going to really have a good opportunity to get good value out of it. So. Yeah, I'm probably not going to. We got this play. Oh, it actually opens this up. Oh, that's cool. If we put some low health minions on the field, we can get a heck of a Gloomshroom here. Okay. Probably good enough. It's so nice to be safe from going viral, too. So the Gloomshroom play seems like the best. We can play like these 2 next turn. This will be fun. Imagine running 2 Gloomshrooms just to make one of our superpowers actually decent. It also makes these trade. Again, we'll still get killed by Chop here, but it just makes this overpower next turn. Rolling Stone. Okay. What did he have? He didn't have heal, so he had Rock Wall, I guess, as a second superpower. Right? Alright, guys. That's exactly how this is supposed to go. I'm so pumped for this deck. Heck yeah. Hi, Laura. Yes. Heck yes. Heck yeah. You're lagging? I'm not lagging. Turn down your resolution if you're lagging. You know how it goes. The Dream starting hand again. Is this the same guy? I think that guy was ranked 26. Is this the same guy? I'm doing it. I'm going face. We have the curve of the century, so I'm doing this. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get theoretically get 2 wingnuts on turn 3. Again, the time you go Solar Flare Super to phase is if you have a very good play for both the next turn and the next turn with the 1 sun. So you have a good 3 and then a very good follow-up on turn 4. That's the time you'll do Super to face. Otherwise, you want to save that and actually hurt a minion. You'll get more value out of the card that way. This guy's so done, guys. Say hello to Edward So Done. He's gonna be dead. This is insanity. This is actual insanity. Turn 3, 2 wingnuts. Turn 3. Turn 3. That's crazy, man. This is not the same guy. That guy's name is Burgonator or something like that. Okay, he telepathied one of them. That hurt. Oh no, it was terrified. Oh my gosh. I'm like, where'd he get telepathy from? He terrified one of my wingnuts. I feel so bad now. Oh, reincarnation. It's like you're so happy drawing your 1-drop in the late game. This is incredible. I want to play this before this game is done. Gravestones. Gravestones. Just countering the teacher. That's like one of the few things that can actually get him back in the game. Is playing like a million going virals. I don't even know what. Not like it can do frenzied attacks anyway. Today is November 18th, 2021. So we play Stompidon. Okay, so this is a 3-4-3. This is cool. We can only play one minion. This looks okay. Maybe just another wingnut? Probably just another wingnut. Yeah, we'll get something even better from this. Yeah, he needs about 8 fruitcakes now. This will be good against Solar because there's just way too many things to fruitcake. Like, way too many. Bro, oh my gosh. Okay, this is very, very sad indeed. We can't actually even make any plays here. I mean, we're still doing 7, but this Stompidon is gonna kill us. This is bad. Please save us. Oh, Puff Shroom. Top Deck Gloom Shroom? We can actually make a play here. This was a reincarnation, guys. I'm running Gloom Shroom in this deck just to make Shroom to more Spore useful, maybe. For the win. Where do we put, we can actually revive, where do we put this? We put it here. We put it here. For the win? It just allows us to play this card, besides doing a little damage to us. I don't know, maybe we'll get Berry Blast. There's no way. There's no, I mean, let's see if he has an answer here. That's crazy, man. Might as well go for it, though. Yes, we won! Wow. 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 Heck yeah. Was what's that berry called? Not Sporticus. Berry. Turn, let me save it. Wait. It turns into that was crazy, man. Sorry, I had to just write that whole thing out. Alright, we're 2-0. I'm telling you, this is my favorite deck of the entire game right now. Strawberryan is called, thank you. We'll see what happens when we don't get the godlike starting hand. This is very, very good against Z-Mac. I mean, really good. Oh, this is also good, man. Should I look for a 2? I think because we're gonna get a 1-drop. Okay. Maybe we should have mulligan further. Okay, he didn't make a play on 1, which is great. So now we're only gonna fall behind 1 turn if he makes a play. And that's also only if we don't get one of our 8 2-drops. This is alright. I love this versatility. Like, if he goes fast, we're gonna play catch a mechanic, and if he goes slow, we'll just play... We might even play this no matter what. Honestly, if he goes fast, I'll just double catch a mechanic in the next turn. Might as well, right? Yeah. See what he does here. I don't know why I couldn't think of Strawberry. Fireweed is a versatile control card, very above. It can punch very above its weight. It can basically remove things with 4 or 5 health for a 2-drop, which is really good. It also counters environments. So heck yeah. I think there might be a play where 3 and then 4, so we'll probably get more value from Scorch later on. Ugh, okay. Ow. Ooh. Wow, that hurt. Wow. I think we just gotta play as defensive as possible. Pretty sure this is correct. We'll probably even get a better catch-up mechanic down the stretch here. We just have to not get burst down is the key. Okay. Could have been worse. This still trades, so it's fine. Catch mechanic's still very happy. We also have heals. I think we can stabilize. It's just about staying stable. Quasard. So it's going to be Scorch Ketchup Mechanic. Do we have to play around going viral by playing this card? I don't think so. I think this is good. The question is, do I go after the teacher? Or do I go after an 0-4 comment? I'll just go after the teacher. We'll make him have to deal with this. This is a 5-5 too. Amazing. So we got chopped from this thing. Really good against Z-Mac. He might fruitcake it. Even if he fruitcakes this, he's only doing like 4 damage here. And it's on top of the heals we just got. What's the best deck to use on ladder? For budget players, it's Aggro Solar Flare. For other players, like Countertron's really good. I'll be uploading Countertron next week to YouTube. Might be able to find it on... Can you find it on Twitch still? Yeah, it'll be like the video that's about to get deleted on Twitch right now. Okay. This is nice. I think I'm gonna go with you. And then we can double catch a mechanic next turn. We'll actually heal again. Just keeping our health total up. And keeping, what is this? He got Smash Power twice in a row from Quasard. Bro! Are you kidding me? I'm not dreaming, right? I ain't dreaming. I'm doing this play. 5-5, heal your face for 4 apiece, man. He's just running out of steam. The heals are clutch in here, man. Damn, Highlight City, what's going on here? Screw this guy. Got him. Now we have lanes and everything. He didn't have an answer. He just has minions now. Now we win. Now we win easy. Easy, easy, easy. Let's play these two. I don't know. I don't do anything. Screw this guy. Should I have gone more face there? No, this is fine. Get right. Smash Super is like the only card that answers Allosaurus too. Think what else would have answered it there? Nothing. I mean, even Deadly. Deadly would have probably been better there, I'm not gonna lie. But still. Yes, I love getting this late. We love getting our one drop late, guys. This is we haven't no, we utilized it last game. Okay, it was very weird. That puff room play was extremely strange. But still, guys. Heck yeah. He's done, bro. Just concede. He can't get through this. What is he gonna have? What is he gonna have? Fruitcake gonna do a damn thing. Fruitcake in 1. He'll actually do 5 damage here. But then he's out of cards. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Do we have any nuts in this deck? I mean, what can I mean? Okay, Gas Giant next turn. Nah, we just win anyway here usually. Does he block? Nope. Nope. This is such a freaking good deck, guys. I'm telling you guys. It's not a heal deck. Well, mid. One of the things that we do, especially in the rows, I mean, I run 4 Ketchup Mechanics and 3 to 4 Allosauruses, so you add a lot of heal, so then you can easily counter these burst decks. That's what mid would theoretically be weak at, is gonna be, you know, if the Imitator just makes even that much stronger. But it's usually weak at getting burst down quickly. That's why healing is so essential. And it happens to be Allosaurus and Ketchup Mechanic are very good mid-range cards in their own right. That's a curve. That's a curve. Screw it. Screw it. That's a curve. Every card in this deck is so good. Running Wingnut, running Raptors, running Ketchup Mechanic. And then there's just a couple weird cards that just... How great have the Imitator has been? The Imitator so far has been the MVP, not even Reincarnation. Running Berry Blast, Apple Saucer, Fire... Like, look at every card, and again, the 3-headed Chomper is questionable, but like... Every card in this deck is like an S tier card too. That's the cool thing. Like, they don't need synergy to be good. They're just good. Look at this, man. How is he gonna deal with this now? This is crazy. This is nuts for him right now. Just having two 3s on the field to have to deal with. Okay. But again, it's still a 2 for 1. No, it's not. This will still end up with 1 health. God damn it. He actually won that trade. Well, I mean, it'll still be a 2 for 2. Let's just play on curve. Screw this guy, man. And if it's teleportation zombie, we can Berry Blast it next turn. This gets scorched next turn, which is nice. Leprechaun, Hardy Treat, Drone Engineer. I don't know what this man's running, man. Why is there so many Rust Bolts today? It's all Rust Bolts? 3 out of 4 games have been Rust Bolt. When did this become a thing? Okay. I'll either keep playing on curve. There's all these off-curve plays too. Like 3 and 2 might be a thing. Holy crap. Should I just be stupid here and go 3 plus 2 into the value? Well, this could get removed. You know what? I'm just gonna make a strong play. This is an extremely strong play. It starts healing this too, which is great. It brings it, yeah, it'll definitely out heal. And we'll actually probably be able to get like a guaranteed Imitator on turn 8 or 9. Oof, okay. So Drone Engineer, Stompodon. Okay. Win this trade. Look at the heal. Just this adding 1 health to these 2 minions. And to our face. Great deal. If he passes, I'm gonna go Scorch, Berry Blast, Imitator. This is good. We gotta not let him just like triplication here, and that'll make this very difficult for us. Doesn't really matter which lane, right? That's a better Imitator now. This is still, I mean, we're winning this trade. This is healing. Okay, he had the Rolling Stone. Just so, man. And I get this man a rocket. See, that's what he's doing. So happy we got rid of that. He's so far behind. He should have used that before the Rolling Stone, though, just in case Both of the superpowers are useful. Turns out neither of them are useful. That's cool. So they just get healed again. Just look at the Allosaurus. It's crazy, man. So our curve is either 5 and 2 or just 6. Yeah, T9. What was he going for there, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Bruh. Nah, this should have gone here so the three-headed chomper can go in one of the middle lanes. That was a mistake. Now what? Bats. Man got some bats. That doesn't even kill this, though. And deadly. Okay. He really did not like the Astrocut. I'll just play this pit next turn. He's not going to be able to deal with it. We have too many things on the field. I don't think he understands how wing that. This also does 5 damage, so... Heck yeah. He's trying to get... Alright, use that to get Pot of Gold. I love this card so much. He's trying to do like Pot of Gold with Stompidons. It's not a good strat. This looks really good. And then we have kind of a free dude here. Maybe this going face. I was playing around like Sumo. He's probably running Sumo in this deck. I probably should have gone face with both these, actually. Yep, that also would have protected. See, I didn't do the combo. The Seed and the Chomper, if they're played next to each other, if he teleports a minion and counters the Seed, the Chomper kills it for free. I definitely should have gone face. I don't know what I was thinking. This is not... Oh my gosh, look at the reincarnation, guys. Yeah, play all your big guys now, Mr. Stomp. Maybe I'll even save this. Are you kidding me? It does exactly lethal damage in the last lane too, man. What is happening? What is happening? Yes, keep playing. More. This has got to be right. This has got to be right. Get wrecked. Oh no, he's going for Bad Moon Rising. Oh no, I'm stupid. Oh no, I'm stupid. Well, he had teachers. I feel like he would have committed one more guy. Well, we usually win. Unless it gets like Zombot or like... we're fine. Never mind. It didn't make sense going for Bad Moon Rising. He would have played another card. Get wrecked. That also messes up everything he was trying to do. Okay, he got pots. This would have been a nightmare, by the way, if we didn't have the Great Zucchini, so... Reincarnation... That was a very lucky drop. Even at the end of the day, if it turned into Kernel Corn, it turned into really just any late game card, it has exactly 8. It's nuts, man. Reincarnation getting it done. Highlight City. You knew this deck would have so many highlights too, man. Got him. Should that go on the highlight count? Maybe it will. 59. 30. He actually drew 7 cards. And that would have been complete mayhem without that Great Zucchini, man. So I'll get rid of 1 Berry Blast. It's a 2. Don't need 2 5s. This looks fine. We're actually keeping... This is the first time we're keeping a Reincarnation in our starting hand. Now, there's not a whole lot of things that come out of Neptuna that we really need to answer on turn 1. But now, every single turn, this has an opportunity to be ridiculous. Look at this 2-drop, guys. I'm telling you. What is he supposed to do about this, bros? This is crazy. 2 costs 3/4. It's just like, it's not fair. Nice play, bro. I played this on the height so it wouldn't get... on the ground, black hole plus like rolling stone. Another one. I honestly think this is an extremely competitive card. We finally found the deck. The key is, by the way, to switch these around. So you want to play this out of the black hole. And since created cards are considered to be created first, also team-ups are first. I think it's created cards are first. So this actually gets sucked in first. And now, the card to die is going to be the... Oh, maybe in black hole it's not like that. The card to die is going to be the non-team up. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe we just want a non-team up to be filling the black hole and clogging it. Alright. Perhaps. These are still going to trade, which is fine. Actually, I want this to die now with the one. It's wow, if opponent goes for Weed Spray. I mean, running Landscaper makes Weed Spray more likely. Now we can't Weed Spray. So it's just Imitater. It could be, again, I want this not to be... Usually, I was thinking that you want the team up on the field, but maybe in a black hole, you'd rather it be a non-team up minion. Maybe it depends how many other team ups. Not really running any other team ups in this deck, so probably that was a mistake. I should have just played it right in here. Alright, this is fine. Trapper, fine. Okay, so we're getting 2 5-drops next turn, easy. This team up will actually protect this Aloe here, which is cool. I don't know if it's good. Why did he put it here? Why did he not go after Wall? Okay, doubled mint. Is there any way that we go 2-2 and 1 this turn and get 2-2-3 doubled mints? What if he commits a 5-drop? Well, we can't even use these. Don't be stupid. I think this is right instead of the Astricado. I think having tempo is better than having Astricado. These cannot be pogos either, man. The imitators have been the MVP of this deck, man. Oh, we're thinking like 4, maybe we should only run like 3 because they're gonna brick. They have not even close to bricked. This is a pirate deck? When did that happen? Berry Blast looks awfully good next turn. We'll see a reincarnation. See, this can like change the curve a little bit. Okay, that's a terrible reincarnation. Okay. What the heck? Alright, we have to calculate this. Usually this will proc the block. I kind of like the 3-headed Chomper here. It's a little weird, like if this actually creates a minion, it'll have a 2 in 3 chance of dying for free to the Chomper. So maybe we let that happen. There's no way of preventing this from spawning a minion here. This is very, very strange. But this is the play. It'll kill the strike through, which we're not going to have to deal with that. He's going to create a minion, but then die for free. So hopefully the minion will be less than a Gondola, you know? Can Gondola make Gondola? If he was smart, he would play his Neptunus Super here so the Gondola doesn't die. It's kind of feeding for free. No, it dies for free! He's trying to make it more likely for the Gondola to go to lane 3 and out of range of the Chomper, which is like... Oh! Wait a second. Oh, he rolled a 1 and a 2. That was actually lucky. That was weird. That was very strange. This heals for an extra 2. This dies for free now. Oh, that was weird. More heals. We still don't have an answer to this now, though. It turned into Button Shroom? Oh my gosh, useless. So we'll theoretically have it's Berry Blast plus a 5-drop. Maybe I should have used the Scorch. I would have thought a little bit harder. Probably would have done that. Just go face. Does Berry Blast go face? I think I'm just gonna use this here. And we'll have the Berry Blast for face later. Bounce a plant. I'll probably bounce the Astricado. We're still doing 7 now. Hopefully he just won't get Plankwalker. Okay. Main Pirate's getting some value. Okay, so now we're only doing 6, which is okay. As long as something stupid, as long as it doesn't get like a Plankwalker here, I think we're fine. Oh, are you kidding me? You got Octo Zombie. Oh, we have Berry Bless anyway, we're fine. It's time for some BM value. Okay, the reincarnation was not very good this game, so reliability, I don't care. None of this even matters. It just means I can't BM him quite as hard. Oh wee! Oh wee! And a wee. I was gonna Berry Blast the wrong one. You ruined my BM. He actually got Octo Zombie, bro. Come on, man. Guys, this deck is living up to the hype. Holy moly, with the imitators and the reincarnations in this freaking deck and everything, man. Have the 3-headed chompers been good? It could be Colonel Crane's better. Why do I smell popcorn? That's not coming from my house. Someone's making popcorn in my building. I don't like it. Okay, strike through against HG. Depends what he's running. We do have 2s, 3s, theoretically 2, 3, 4, 5 even. This should be fine, and we usually get a 1. Man, we've been getting Scorch in our starting hand a lot. Come on, man. Bruv. This should be fine. It makes us win this trade. That's so good. Stop playing with your food. That's what you call it when I BM people. This is fine. It plays around like Leap and stuff like that. We can get this bullseye guy off the field. We have a 3-1 in the field, which again means she can't really deal 1 damage. She's that easily, so. Okay, and we also, every turn, the X Factor is the reincarnation every single turn. Obviously this isn't playable, but every turn that goes by, reincarnation becomes theoretically more playable. Bro! Lame. Yep. So we can either top deck a 3. We could even end up getting like double catch a mechanic might end up being good if he plays 2 minions. That'll be really good. There's also a possibility again of just getting a 4-drop or getting one from reincarnation. Neither of those things happen. Pretty sure it's pass here. What is that gonna be? A pogo? He's playing Moonwalker? It's probably like a science card. We pass. What do you know? For science. Okay, we're taking a little bit of damage here, but I'd really rather copy a... I was just thinking I want to top deck from our deck. I want to top deck Allosaurus. Instead, Reincarnation just gave it to us. I think we go for this. That's a really... These are really, really good. Kidding me? Heck yeah. Now, this is not going to turn... Oh, that's annoying. The situation is this is only going to turn to a 4/7. I guess it dies anyway here. I also could go for a 5/5s here and save the reincarnation. I think that's what I'll do. Since it's not... This Imitator actually heals us now instead of just dying for free. This is fine. The reincarnation will give us more value. It's so cool how we got it. We didn't even end up using it then. We really need something to answer this toxic, though. Or gets out of control. Oh, maybe I should have let him proc our block there. You know what? He'll proc it here. So we have a 2 out of 3 chance of actually answering this. Well, we could have saved this card. A 2-3 chance of saving an entire Allosaurus. I probably should have just played the big Allosaurus here now that... How did we not block? What? What? Wasn't our block meter full? Or am I dreaming? Our block meter was full. How did we not block? There was a visual glitch or something, man. There's no way, man. We always block there. We had a full block meter. It was definitely full. It appeared full. Now, there was some visual glitch where it registered more blocks before than not. That's crazy, man. That was actually a glitch, though. For real. For real, for real. We had a full block meter. It was not. It had 7 charges on it. I'm watching the YouTube stream. I'm watching it hit right now. Something registered wrong and there was some visual glitch. I'm serious, guys. This was at 111. 111. Oh no, I'm looking at his block meter. Whoops. Never mind. I'm so stupid. Never mind. Ignore everything I'm saying. I was looking at his block meter, not mine. His had 1 more charge. Look, mommy, I'm stupid. Fireworks. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me, man? We're still ahead. I don't care. Bruh. Weed. I'm sorry, I'm just high. I don't know why I was looking at his block meter instead of mine. Had a little moment just now. Hey, this looks good. I think I'm gonna go for the on-curve play. This is a 3-4 amphibious that will draw us cards. Eventually. I don't know what the heck that is. I think we'll go for the one that we know is the good trade. One of these are probably a pogo. That's such a fun play. This will die for free though. Next turn. He only has the 1 card. Man, this not even... He's actually going to get a free gravestone, usually. No, he don't! No, he didn't think so! He didn't think so! I like this one. Oh, maybe preventing damage was better, though. Probably was. Whoops! Yeah, I was going to rely on this for next time. My gosh, I got to get my head in this game, man. If we're going to go for the 10-0... I gotta get my head into it. Oh, that hurts. I definitely should have hit this. What am I doing now? 5 and 4 is the play now. Can't even do it. This is pretty good. But he gets a teleport. Ugh, this is gonna suck. Okay. Should have hit this. Maybe I am throwing. Replica. Stakes remain. I don't know if that's the one. This usually will just die for free anyway. Well, he'll go here, I guess. That's fine. That's the one. It doesn't matter actually. These both have 4 health. Okay, we actually really dodged a bullet that he didn't. I mean, we're down. I just just misplaced. It's okay. End of the day, it's not that bad. Give me a mushroom. I don't think there's any mushrooms that come. If there's like a mushroom bean or a mushroom corn, no. There's no mushroom beans, are there? There's nut beans. No wait. No, there's Sporticus is nut plus mushroom. There's nut mushroom. Anyway. I will just swamp this guy. Never been swamped before. Just have a teleport so it can block lane 1, but it's just not gonna go very far here. We should be okay, unless he just pulls out some stupid... I mean, what if he plays Trickster Sugary Treat right now? The hell? Okay. Ugh. Actually prevented all the damage there? Like, bro? We're doing 0? Oh no, we're blocking his block. Oh wee! Strike through. So he has either super, which he would have used, and he used Guy, right? So it's... He probably has strike through environment. We gotta play around that. Okay, well, we got a second Berry Blast, so it's all academic at this point. Oh no, mommy, I can't make a play. No one cares, Johnny. Okay, he didn't do anything anyway. That was way scarier than it should have been. I just misplaying. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Heck yeah. I'm having so much fun with this right now. How many people are here? 250. That's because it's going pretty damn good. It's good for a middle week in November, I'll tell you that. What is this, Sunday? Question is, do I get rid of this in search of like a 2 or a 4? I think we do actually. We have enough 5s on that, and we also have this card. Alright, that's our life. Again, against Cheese Cutter, I don't know why we get Scorch every single game. It's so stupid, bro. But I just want my super once to start, then we can actually play off. I mean, it happened once, and we actually dominated so hard there. We got it too. What the hell, man? Ease up a little bit. I think I just play Apple Saucer. It clogs the lane, it puts a threat on the field. Really decent threat for turn 2. 3 damage. Don't need more than that, man. It is Thursday? It's the middle of the week. It's not a weekend. Guys, it's the middle of the week. Thursday is right smack in the middle of the week. It's not even Friday. Oh. Oh, that was cool. So, if this is an imp deck, I probably will go after this right now. What we're going to find out right now, is this an imp deck or is this a deck that happens to have Toxic Waste Imp in it? What the heck is this going to be? So the 2 drops are either going to be Pirates, Rat, Squirrel, and then the 3 drops are going to be Imp. Loudmouth would suck. It's probably Loudmouth. And this doesn't even answer. So I'm going to play... It could be Line Dancing Zombie too. This is fine. I'm going to go for... I'm going to play this here just in case we need to end up the 3-headed Chomper in lane 4. It's Loudmouth, so happy I didn't make that play. But this is a 4/4 Toxic now. This is a problem. That was a good Loudmouth. It wouldn't have made sense if it was a Stealthy. Alright. Cool bean. That would have been good last turn. That would have been great last turn. Wow, it's deadly, man. Okay, we need it. We have Berry Blast. Again, I just need to... Okay, we're gonna block eventually. Oh, this is very sad indeed. This is okay. At least it answers this card. You think he has Acid Rain, though? He hasn't shown us a superpower yet, man. Actually, wait. Acid Rain... Yeah, Acid Rain will screw this up. Okay, so do we play her on Acid Rain? What about Galvanize? Acid Rain, Galvanize, Freeze. Galvanize and Freeze still mess this up. You know what? Screw it. Because 2 of his superpowers make this happen anyway, I'm just gonna let it happen and actually play a better card, which is gonna be Double Allosaurus. Yeah. Probably should have played this on the ground. This really matters. Okay, so it's a 4/4 now. We're getting wrecked just because we just need an answer to this now, man. I mean, even Berry Blast doesn't even do anything. What the hell's going on? Do you say this is more consistent than mid-rows? We're finding out. I'm 6 games in, so... I think it has more power than mid-rows, but mid-rows is more consistent. That's just my idea. Just because Imitator and Reincarnation are higher power, but less consistent cards than, let's say, Rescue Radish. I don't know what to do here, man. I just can't answer this card, man. It's really starting with Scorch rather than Weed Whacker or the other one. That's what screwed us here. Big screw. Do I try to control this? I could play 3-headed Chomper next turn. So, is us taking 4 damage, healing, and keeping this guy in the field worth it? Maybe we just try to take him off the field. We still don't know what superpower he has. We still don't know. It could still be Freeze or Galvin. I think since it's the Freeze situation, I think we're going like this. At least we'll heal some of this damage back. We're probably going to lose. We would need an absolute miracle to win here. Smoke Bomb plus, like, Freeze. We're so done. Come on. This could just roll a 1 and win. Are you kidding me? I can't deal with this crap, man. Whatever. The worst Morse-Spore possible, too. We wanted them here. That's bad. There's nothing that could get us back into this game now, right? Didn't matter, man. We're done. You could take a nap and win. Yeah, we're done. The Chomper went out, it helps that. Alright. Again, it's not like I'm not running enough answers to Toxic Waste Him. We have 4 Berry Blasts, plus our superpowers. It's okay. Take the L. Wanted the 10-0 so badly. Nah, it's alright. Happens. I know Vampires were. Well, it's toxic. Honestly, the Vampires, none of them would have gone face if it weren't for the Toxic Waste Imp. They didn't have enough attack to kill the guys with Deadly. So, yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Heck yeah. If he plays... Okay. Is this a reincarnation right now? We don't really have the answer to main pirate anyway. But what if he doesn't play main pirate? Then we really do want to do this. Alright. How come I got Scorch again? I don't want to get Scorched every game, man. I want to just Weed Whack. Just give me Weed Whack. I can't deal with this crap, man. He didn't play it. Yeah, you can use, again, that's the other half of reincarnation, that you can use it to control 1-drops. It took resources out of his hands. It's playing fine as a control card, and then it also can be something good in the late game. That's the idea. Alchemy. The Imitator is going to be better next turn. This also plays around Deadly a little bit better. Because half the card survives. Okay, it still dies for free next turn, but you needed a card. So far, so good. Scorch should be decent in this matchup, because he's going to have to play minions on the ground now. We'll see if we get a good Scorch. That would really curve this out. Damn. We're not going to get a better Scorch than this, probably. This actually goes up to 3. But it trades, and it's just going to heal and turn into a 5-drop next turn, which is so good. So this dies. Taking that off the field is so... That's an Imitator, man. It makes a good trade and then turns into a 5-drop. Like, you don't get better than that, man. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. 3 cost. Take this guy off the field after taking a little damage. I'm probably going to go Aloe because we don't really need to go face. We need to heal. He has Deadly here, though, man. It can't be Pogo. That's the good news. Ah, this is so good. Now we're healing for 2 every single turn. And every time one of these dies, it also heals more. He's so done. We got him, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We end up healing this splash eventually. We'll take 4 more here, but we're healing for 2. Heck yeah! Oh, we got him. Whew. That's a good Berry Blast. The top deck. See, imagine if this had been Banana Launcher. This would have been a completely dead card. The deadest card in the history of deadness. I think this is better. He does 5. He's so good. Do we just win? Sometimes. If not, we're healing a lot. Astrocato and Dinosaurs are a combo, because again, when it dies, it triggers Dino Roars, because you're drawing a card from that. So, little cool combo there. Would Hammer be good in the deck instead of what? Maybe. Was there cards that were like hammerable, like Toxic Waste? It's a little sad using that on Toxic. I don't think we need Hammer. I think that, again, the 3 drops running are Raptors, Imitator, and Catch Mechanic, and they're all better than Hammer. Heck yeah. Did I not play around Smoke Bomb there? 1, 3, 4, 5. I think we get rid of the 5 and look for a 2. That's just how we do it. Or for a different 3, or just for more Gamma. Because again, that's what the luxury you have of running 10 5s in the deck. We don't need them. Also Reincarnation. This is fine. I like keeping this 4-drop in case Imitator ends up being the play on 3. Then we have a really... Otherwise, what are we going to go into? Pass 1, great. This card is just better than everything in his deck. It's a card plus 1/1. We might even play this, if this counters something here. So, Drone Engineer, Teleportation, Zombie. It's so weird. I mean, it gives us a bean with Team Up. Sumo. It's okay against Sumo. We're 7-1 now, right? Yeah, that Toxic game, it's okay. Is this good enough? It trades with Drone Engineer. It's a 2-attack guy with Sumo. Is this gonna help us down the line? Like, we can team up this with something. So having this teamed up with, I'm just thinking towards the next 2 plays. This actually is okay. And this combined with just Imitator next turn will actually kill Teleportation Zombie, which is cool. So I can stick an Imitator in front of this now. And it gave us Laser Beam? We have a curve! So he's gonna have to play around Berry... It makes him play around Berry Blast, which is cool. The question is, do we go for Scorch? Going Viral... This does work against Going Viral. The 2 Wingnuts are gonna be good. The question is, like, if he has just, like, Hand of Devastation, man. I can also go for this play. This is a... We could just Scorch. I think I'm gonna YOLO it a little bit. As long as he doesn't play Going Viral, the Scorch will get a lot of value next turn. This combines for 3, and again, this is a Wingnut next turn. Oh, okay. Damn it, I didn't play around Rolling Stone. Whatever. So it's gonna be Catch It Mechanic Scorch, probably. Make sure to play the 3-drop first. We don't want this teacher living against pass. So is a 3/3 better, or is 2 1/3s? Probably like this. It's a good Scorch. Plays around Thinking Cap. Heck yeah. Again, if he had Hand, he would have used it last turn. Weed Spray. He would have used Weed Spray too, probably. So he doesn't have either of those cards. He could have a Rolling Stone, but this wins the trade even really, really well. Oh, we can still Thinking Cap. It's weird. So it's a teleport professional deck? He hasn't really utilized this teacher at all. I'll probably just play a 5-drop now. This looks good. We can Imitator catch it next turn if we need. Also, this dying will grow a Raptor. It's Button, you're so nice. Thank you guys all for coming. This is so much fun right now. Heck yeah! What, so we just loses this trade? I don't know what's going on, man. I'll keep that. It buffs this card. It'll still be useful if we tap like a Gloomshroom. It'll actually be a field clear card in the moment we get a Gloomshroom now. Heck yeah. So if he plays like 2 minions, I'll go for this. If not, I think let's just go laser beam. Screw. Oh, this is team up too. I'll definitely take it. Going viral, that's gonna go a long way. Not really. Heal. You're gonna need that, man. Man, take some heat. So we have a team up laser beam on the field. That's cool. Got him. Well, that's the bets already. Man. I'm just looking for the last game. That'll be the bets, but we'll play one more game here. I'm just looking for a replacement for 3-headed Chomper, man. It'd be so nice if we could fit Cop Cannon in here. We just don't have enough team-ups. The answer was yes. 69% of you. Heck yeah. 69% voted yes. Nice. Have the Chompers been good? No, they have not. They absolutely have not. You know what? Let's experiment with 2 Elders. It does give us, theoretically, an answer to Cowboy. It's not really good with the Imitator. It's terrible with the Imitator. Let's see how this goes. Just try it. It also, again, is good with the More Spore, so there might be some. We'll see what happens. Might be a weird reincarnation into Elderberry. There might be some weird things. Probably not. Just for the last game, running 2 Elders. I'm not even gonna make a new deck list. 2 Elders instead of 2 Chompers. I think I'm just keeping this hand. Screw it. It's reincarnation time, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're good. I think this is a situation where we use this. We have Barry in case he plays Toxic. Maybe I should actually just save that for Toxic. But the chances of these turning into a 3 are decent, you know? If not, we have this crazy player. Nope. Whoops. If he plays Toxic, I'll actually just spam this. Okay, got Imposter from Imposter. Nice. Bad reincarnation, but you know what? We have a great turn 2 play. It's turn 2, guys. I have confidence that these reincarnations are gonna fill out our curve every single turn. What the heck? Oh, this is actually a 4-5 amphibious. I think we could still do better. I think 3-7 non-amphibious is still better anyway. What could he play that would make us play this card right now? Aha. Is it better? Just kill this turn before he draws too many cards? I think I will, actually. Heck yeah. It's better. We'll take the value where we get it. We'll just draw the 1 card there. What is my game music? It might sound weird. I don't know. It might be the sound coming in through the side sync. Maybe it's a little off. So that's sometimes a pogo. We got our Elderberry. I think I'm just gonna play on curve. Okay. It'll probably buff self. That doesn't really matter. Galactic Cactus Mirror Nut. It's if they made Mirror Nut into Bullseye, that would work. It's just exploding. Usually it only does like 4 damage and then procs a block on average. Not even. Just acid rain. Oh, this is nuts. I think we're doing pretty damn good. There's no way to give it bullseye. I'm talking about if they would like buff it. I feel like that's the problem with mirror nut. It used to be before they changed the block meter a long time ago. If a lot of nuts got hit on one shot, even if the opponent blocked, the rest of the damage would go through. Kind of like the Sergeant Strongberry combo, where the rest of the damage goes past the block. They changed the way the block meter worked, so once there's a block, it just prevents all damage from that transaction, and that just made mirror nut a completely unusable card. I mean, it wasn't great even before that, but now it's just unplayable. I don't know. There's no 4 and 2 play. We could go with this. If I get a cheap like team up, I'll just play that instead. Nope. Thank you, Zedar, for 40 months. Damn, man. Thank you so much. Zedar. Long-time viewer. Holy heck. He needs freeze. Alright, guys. This is such an amazing deck, man. Not only is it really, really powerful, really competitive, it's so much fun. This was really one of the most fun decks with the imitators and the reincarnations and all the stuff we're running, man. It just dominates so hard how every turn 5, every card in your hand is so good. That's crazy, man. The question is what to do about this. I don't know, but this could even get better. Anyone has any creative ideas, I guess let me know in the comment section below of what to replace these elderberries / chompers with. We can definitely experiment. It would be nice to be able to sneak Cob Cannon into this deck. I feel like that would just, start running little buddies. It's probably not worth it. I feel like the strength of this deck was really not doing that. Maybe if you run Twin Sunflower, then you can run Cob Cannon. I don't know. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was an amazing, amazing stream. Peace. This is Fry.